Since we played the Red Sox right off the top, we have a Red Sox take to begin the show, and I'm deferring. This is a rare opening take deferral to Jimmy Stewart. He's going to take my opening take on the Red Sox. Nice baseball team you got there, Stu.
You'll do yours at 4 p.m.?
Can I talk about the manager? I know Michael Hawley's in the room with me right now, and it goes back to other days where I'd get yelled at if I said the wrong thing about the manager. But can I question Alex Cora for a few decisions he's made?
Please.
Leaving Giolito in for too long. Him pitching. Slayton pitching to Guerrero with first base open in the 8th inning last night when Slayton didn't have his best stuff. Just put up the four fingers, let Guerrero go to first base. Now bases loaded, you can get out of the inning easier. Instead, Slayton doesn't have his best stuff. He throws a curveball. Guerrero hits it out of the park. I have a whole issue with the pitch sequence. I won't bore you with the details, but it sucked and it blew.
His
and
pitch
resulted
sequence,
in a loss.
didn't he hang it off speed pitch?
He did after he blew fastballs by him.
He didn't really hang it, though. It was dumb. It was under the knees.
But he pitched inside, and he sped up Guerrero's bat in the sequence to hit it out. But I'm told that soft stuff doesn't go far in the outfield. That's from the Red Sox Netflix. That's Breslow's philosophy, is that if we throw soft stuff, it's not going to go as far. No, it went freaking 500 feet.
Hold on. Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
What?
They like off-speed pitches because they think that it doesn't...
This goes back to last year. Yeah, don't you remember this?
No!
Oh, the whole reason they're throwing off speed is because less damage is done on off-speed pitches and on fastballs.
Where was I on this? A little bit of nerdery.
Oh, no, you remembered.
I don't. Oh, no, this must have been a baseball show topic.
No, it wasn't.
We never talked about this during 2 to 6.
We did,
no,
Mike.
we didn't. I listened to every
yes,
word.
we did.
I pay attention.
No, we talked
to
about it.
Everything that's said on this show.
No, spin rate. You probably disguised it in your brain as spin rate.
I never heard that one of the reasons to do that is to, and it makes perfect sense because it comes in slower. The exit VO is going to be less. And so but that's what they're actually saying. That's why they do this.
Oh yeah. No. We talked about it. You just don't remember.
Milliken, I hate you and your people. I hate them. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it.
This is a side topic from what I want to do, and I want to fire the manager at this point. This team is better on paper, yet it's worse on the field. Somebody make it make sense for me, and somebody's got to go. Breslow, the stupid pitching coach who believes in pitching backwards, the manager, Veritek, whoever's doing the game plans, somebody has to go. There has to be a head that rolls because they're better on paper, but they suck on the field right now.
He's right about this. Anytime you think that they've started to get it together and get some wind in their sails, all of a sudden they lose 2 in a row to some team. You're like, well, what the hell just happened?
And it's a dumb decision by the guy in the dugout.
Yeah.
I mean, if this were another era, we'd be talking about the manager for sure.
Question.
People just don't follow baseball and the Red Sox like they used to. But absolutely, and we have talked about. This were John McNamara, Joe Morgan, Joe Kerrigan, Terry Francona, probably ended there, but John Farrell maybe. But if it looked like this, if the team were as good as it were on paper, and they were playing like this, you would absolutely be talking about Butch Hobson, Jimmy Williams. You'd be talking about the manager.
I think we should renew that scrutiny.
Thank you.
I think part of the reason it died, and I say died, the era is different, as you said, but part of the reason it died is that the team has sucked for 5 or 6 years and they haven't had the talent, so we've sort of thrown the manager to the side. That thing last night, Jimmy's totally right, 100%. First base open, second and third, Vladimir Guerrero at the plate. 2 nights ago in the extra inning game, I guess it was the night before in the extra inning game, you had first base open with a man at third, and they walked 2 people to load the bases and try to get a double play. Last night, second and third, and Guerrero was not one of them. Now Guerrero's up at the plate, and you pitch to him? Mistake.
And their pitch sequence was 2 pitches away, but they got up 0-2. They were trying to unintentionally walk Guerrero. No, just put up the 4 fingers, put him on first base, and go from there. Don't dick around with Vladdy Guerrero, who can hit anything out of the ballpark.
So once they got up 0-2, they decided to pitch to him. To try and get him out.
Yeah, right. I think that the whole idea was pitch around him, but don't, intentionally walk him.
Because we love grades so much.
F.
ESPN just gave grades for every Major League Baseball team. Guess what they gave the Red Sox?
B-.
B+.
So did you see the answer, Mazz?
I did. I read the story.
I haven't seen it.
B-. B-. And they say, and it's, I haven't looked at it this way, but they're right. They say the 4 key newcomers have been good to outstanding so far. The 4 key newcomers.
Bregman definitely has.
He's getting MVP votes right now.
Garrett Crochet looks like a Cy Young contender. Alex Bregman is hitting like it's 2019 all over again. Walker Buehler is 4-1, although now hurt, but okay, to this point, 4-1. And rookie second baseman Kristen Campbell already looks like an all-star and is the leading vote getter, or will be, and they're not any better.
Correct.
No, they're 2 games worse than last year's pace, and they look like crap at times.
How is that possible? That the things they added are all, now I would say, I don't know if all of them, but those 4 key things they added are as advertised, if not more so, and they're worse.
Because some of the guys that they rely on to be good that were here have sucked. So Devers, Casas, I start there. But anyway, go ahead.
When a team is less than the sum of its parts, you usually look at the manager, the coach, etc.
Yeah, to me, again, I just don't think Cora's going anywhere. They just signed him to a 3-year contract, so I have a hard time. And that doesn't mean he's doesn't deserve criticism. He does.
No, I agree. He's not going anywhere.
Fire away. But the pitching coach and the hitting coach, absolutely. Again, last night I think they went 1 for 11, their final 11 at bats of the game. Again, so you're in a relatively close game. You score one hit, got you both runs. The previous game, and this is a story we read yesterday. That was on SB Nation. The previous game, they were up 6-0, and they went 3 for 28 to end the game. So they fade as the game goes. Happens all the time, and it happened again.
Another 10-plus strikeout game. So this hitting approach has to change. The pitching philosophy has to change, and it starts with Breslow. Fire Andrew Bailey all you want. It starts with Breslow and this philosophy of, well, if we throw soft stuff, it's not going to go as far. Well, Story and Devers, all they hit is soft stuff out of the ballpark. They can't catch a fastball, as Tony has documented on the Baseball Hour, but that doesn't mean that you throwing soft stuff doesn't mean that Vlad Guerrero can't hit it 500 bleeping feet.
Okay.
Gas, not the ass, like Joe Maury says.
Red Sox on the board. Who's next?
I'll go. It's the Knicks and the Celtics in the second round of the NBA playoffs. Don't delude yourself into thinking this will be anything more than it will in terms of a test or entertainment. I think this will be, honestly, less of a challenge than Orlando was because the Knicks are not as tough as the Magic. I don't think you're going to see a rock fight in this series. Their big man, Karl Anthony Towns, is the makeup of a kitten. They've lost their snarl that they had these last few years, moving guys like Julius Randle and Isaiah Hartenstein, and you can get lost with Jalen Brunson. He's probably maybe going to steal a game in this series. He'll go off for 40-plus. But to me, that guy is their Isaiah Thomas and not the good one. The one from 10 years ago who was a cute story for a while here and is now nothing more than a footnote in the team's long storied history. That's it. He got a blip in this documentary that Bill Simmons put together on HBO. And speaking of long storied histories, other than brand name recognition, can we please, as a collective, stop with the Knicks and acting like they're really relevant in today's NBA? Matt McCarthy talked about this a while back. This is really more a message for ESPN, national media, dopey Knicks fans that might be in town Monday and Wednesday. We all know the name. We've had the Knicks shoved down our throats our whole lives. But they're a name you have to kind of look up and see and say, oh, they're still around, like IBM or Sears. Like they're relics from a time past. They don't matter anymore. So stop. Yeah, they exist, but they don't matter. So I say, honestly, Celtics in a sweep. Maybe 5. Anything more than that, and the Celtics should be embarrassed with themselves.
Mazz?
Okay, so a couple of days ago, The Athletic wrote a story about Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson. And as this whole thing has come to light regarding the CBS This Morning interview, or CBS Sunday Morning interview that he did, which obviously ended badly for Belichick, we asked yesterday on this program, well, wait a minute. Could she have been somehow in the background there affecting the way things happened with the Patriots? A few years ago, 2022, things fell apart. They met in 2021. They started dating in 2023. But he's known her now for 4 years. So I think it is totally fair to start looking back and say, what was going on there? What happened at that time? And I think yesterday, at least I did, I don't want to speak for the group, but I think we missed something that was terribly obvious. The Hard Knocks thing with North Carolina. More details have come out about this, including, again, the story in The Athletic alludes to it. Hard Knock, UNC, North Carolina, ended its dalliance with Hard Knocks as quickly as it began. Why? And they surmise, or they theorize, that maybe Jordan Hudson was behind that thing screwing up. Page 6 of the New York Post today followed up. Bill Belichick's much younger gal pal, Jordan Hudson, quote, demanded to be an executive producer on the famed football coach's now scrap season of the docuseries Hard Knocks, according to sources. An insider familiar with the NFL Films Project said that the 24-year-old former cheerleader also wanted to see dailies of the proposed show and allegedly told executives to treat her with respect or they wouldn't get to use the coach's IP, in quotes, a source told Page Six. The source added of the power play by Hudson, the Hard Knocks people were like, we can't deal with this, goodbye, and they walked away. Sorry, it's not like you are Priscilla Presley, said the insider of the move. So again, this went up in flames. The people in North Carolina can't be happy about that. They were going to make some money off this, get some much needed exposure. I just think that the Bill thing is wearing thin on multiple levels, and there are going to be more stories like this one.